Alright, time for another silver player review. In this one we have the 74 rated Joelinton. To get this guy, it's really simple. You're going to have to play a minimum of 5 matches in the silver lounge, scoring in each of them. In that time, win 3 of those games and also assist 8 goals in those matches. Super easy, super simple, and it took me like 20 minutes because of rage quits, so yeah, pretty easy one. If you need some coins to improve your ultimate team, the cheapest place to get them is at IG Vault, and there is a link in the description. And if you use the code Kieron at checkout, you'll get yourself an even bigger discount off your order. Alright, so this is the team we're going to be using around Joelinton, and here is his item. 4-star skills, 3-star, weak foot, obviously comes out as a midfielder. His original card in Ultimate Team this year obviously was a striker, and to be fair, he came to Newcastle as an attacking player, but as of late, he's been playing in a midfield role, and he's been doing a really good job in that position as well. So I'm going to presume that that's going to be his position going forward for most of the remainder of his career. Anyway, let's have a look at this item. Obviously, good pace for a mid. Shooting also not too bad. The standout stat obviously being the 93 shot power. Passing is pretty interesting, to be fair, because he has an elite short passing stat of 97 and pretty good vision of 89. The long passing though of 75, obviously pretty average, but overall passing not too bad, especially considering, of course, he is a silver. Dribbling also pretty much the same, not too bad for the overall rating. Good in-game dribbling stat of 88, and the rest of the stats all pretty much around the 80 mark. And then we come on to defending, where we can see an elite stat of 99 head accuracy. Also, stand tackle stat of 86 is really nice, but the defensive awareness of 53, that sucks. So probably not such a one that you're going to want to leave in like a DM role by himself with a stat like that. Finally, the physicals, probably the best thing about him. Obviously, pretty good jumping, very good strength and aggression. Stamina of 81, not the best for a midfielder, but I'm sure it won't be too bad in game. In comparison to his standard silver card, he's obviously received a pretty substantial boost overall. Everything's been upgraded by a decent amount, especially in the dribbling and passing departments. We can see some big upgrades. Like, one of the biggest upgrades is actually in stand tackle, where as you can see, plus 38. He's also been given plus 22 in short passing, plus 17 in long passing, and yeah, just some pretty big boosts, which is obviously great to see. Now, in regards to a chem style, honestly, it depends how you want to use him. I feel like people are just going to want to make him as complete as possible, and giving him a shadow makes him a really nice looking midfielder, to be honest. Like, premium pace, and also makes his defending much more usable. So you know what, I think we're going to use the shadow chem style for this review. That's also the most popular one on Footbin. It's still a shame though that this defensive awareness is absolutely horrendous. Okay, for the Brazilian's debut, he's going to get tested against a really good team with a lot of special items. Nice, early tackle there for the Brazilian. Puts the ball through for Eduard as well, who does really well to get it off to George Best. And we create a chance off it, you know, and we almost score. The gameplay tonight is weird though. Look at all these dodgy animations. Chance for Joelinton, goes with a left foot. Oh, that's a great strike. Very unfortunate, hitting the woodwork. Nice tackle there. Great tackle on the edge of the box, in fact. Joelinton, in a bit of space, has a crack and forces another save out of Mendy. Nice little pass there into KDB. Oh, falls it through nicely, and another good save from Mendy. Well, fortunately at the break, we are 2-0 down. We literally conceded 2 goals within like a minute of each other. They were both the same goal as well. Like, apparently my team cannot defend crosses. Nice tackle there. Intercept, sorry. Oh, he's done real well still on his feet there. Gets the ball away to Mane as well. It's a good ball. Chance to cross it into the box now for Origi, who does score. Love that. And there's full time. We win the game 4 goals to 3 in what was a really nice comeback, especially considering some of the goals that were scored in this game. Honestly, horrible gameplay. How did Joelinton do on debut? He was alright, didn't do anything too significant. Obviously, he's in a role that isn't, you know, usually all that glamorous. But yeah, I thought he did an okay job. Was it a perfect performance? No. But he did alright. Game 2 with Joelinton, and we're actually up against another one of these silver cards in the form of Reinier, or is it Reinier? Because the Brazilians sometimes pronounce an R as a H. See the run from the winger, and that's actually a really good ball from Joelinton, but only because his fullback was out of position.
Strongly to win the ball.
But we score off it. Scrappy goal, but can't complain. We'll take it. Nice pick up there from the Brazilian. Puts through a nice through ball for Edouard too. Who gets it on to Origi, who ball rolls his man, takes off the shot, and I went way too early there. I should have took an extra touch. Balls into the box. Onto the head of Joelinton, whose header is just stopped. Well, weird 1-0 rage quit followed. Okay. Well, this will be a fun test because this team is pretty sweet, is what I was about to say before I started choking towards the end of my sentence. Nice, tackled there. Wins the ball too. Done well to find some space and gets the shot away, but sadly not close enough to beating the keeper. Nice interception from Joelinton. Does well to get the ball out of his feet quickly too. And now is there a chance if he can get him behind? Is he quick enough? No. Mateus. Bad pass from Mateus. We're going to have to get the shot away. It's a good, powerful strike, but the keeper saves. Alright, 1-0 behind at the break. A bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. We can come back, and hopefully we'll do in the second half. What? Did you just see that animation? Did you all just see that animation? I don't know what even happened there. Well, unfortunately, couldn't get the win in that game. It was a tight match in terms of chances, but as you can see, we just didn't have enough possession to really break down the opposition. But it is what it is. Okay then, the Brazilians' time in the club has now come to an end. Let's discuss this item. Now, what I'll say straight away is, I'm fully aware I reviewed him against gold teams, and he is of course a silver player, but we did the same with De Bruyne. De Bruyne stood out quite a bit. Joelinton honestly did not. And I'll say this straight away, like in a previous FIFA, I think this card would have been really nice, but this year the power curve is just so much different. Like, EA have released so many good midfielders and well-rounded ones as well, and because of that, this item just does not stand out. Is it a terrible card? No, that's not what I'm getting at, but I just think we've just got so many good, well-rounded items already available in the game. Anywho, what did we like about this card? The pace felt quite good for a midfielder. Obviously, the shooting helped out with that. The shot power definitely did feel really good, but his shooting did lack accuracy in my opinion, so that is a shame. I do feel, though, in the silver game mode, this guy hitting the target is going to result in a goal on a regular occasion. Passing felt quite nice for the most part, can't knock that at all, but I will say this, always go off of his right stronger foot, because his left foot, being a freestyle weak foot, really isn't that great. Now his dribbling, it was okay. It didn't feel that great though. Obviously he's quite tall, he's got the high and average body type, and because of that, yeah, he does feel a bit heavy on the ball, and that is obviously a bit of a shame. In regards to his defensive ability, not bad. Once again, Shadow Chem style helping out with that. Did make quite a few tackles and made a few intercepts for me, so that was pleasing, but his ability to react to defensive situations isn't as high as some other midfield options. And finally, physically, that's probably one of his best areas, to be honest. Good strength in game, showed that when protecting the ball and when trying to win it back as well, and also a pretty solid aerial ability. The overall verdict on this card is, yeah, it's a nice item, but is it a card that you're going to want to use regularly against gold teams? No, it's not. It's an item that's probably going to stand out a lot in like the Silver Lounge, the Silver Stars game modes, but against gold players, he's not going to compete as much. And like I've already said, some people might be like, well, Kieron, he's a silver, that was obvious, and maybe to you it was, but you've got to remember these are boosted silver cards that a lot of them do actually have the stats of gold players, and if you put a basic chem style on this card, he actually does have the stats of an 88 overall. So yeah, he is technically a gold despite the overall rating. And like we saw with Flashback De Bruyne, these cards, although they have a silvers overall, they do not have the in-game stats of a silver, so that's why he was tested against golds. And as I say, I do think he'll do a very nice job against silver teams, but against golds, there are just so many better midfield options. So those are my thoughts on this Joelinton card. Still recommend getting the unlock done because it's a free card that's easy to unlock, and as I say, in the silver game mode, he's going to do some really good work. And of course, if you're a Newcastle fan, you definitely want to get this card done. So I hope you guys do enjoy it. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the 74 rated Joelinton. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like rating on it. Any questions, pop them down below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the